Jerry Katzman. You're here at RealCom 2012. It has been an incredible conference, one of the most high energy we've had. And today I'm joined by Jay Enck from CXGBS, Commissioning and Green Building Solutions Incorporated. Jay is here to talk about something that's one of those topics that doesn't immediately jump out the way, oh look, I make huge plasma screens, oh look, we've got an iPad app that jumps all over the place. But what Jay does has the potential to save a company 40% operating costs per annum and then some. And it's something that not everyone knows about, even though you've been around for how many years?
We've been doing commissioning for over 20 years.
20 years, so 2 decades in action, and they've got a solution that does some incredible stuff that not everyone is aware of. So I'm going to kind of toss this to you, Jay. Can you explain the commissioning, the process, what you do, and what people can do to benefit from it?
Well, the commissioning process is really for new and existing buildings about getting the owner the performance from a people, planet, and profit perspective.
Okay.
Now, from a people perspective, it is defining the attributes the building needs to provide to them for them to be successful and efficient in delivering their mission. For an owner's perspective, it has to do with what kind of profit am I going to make. From a planet perspective, reducing use of environmental resources, natural resources as well as non-renewable resources, but also from a people perspective as well, from the people who have to operate the facility, having them be more efficient in delivery of that operation also reduces environmental impact and improves the profit for the owner from that perspective.
So let's talk this through. I'm a developer. I'm going to build a high-rise somewhere in Chicago. And I'm going to go forth and I'm going to get myself a builder and a contractor and my permits and everything like that. How does Jay Enck and how does Commissioning Green Building Solutions get involved? I'm about to charge forward ahead. What's our point of contact? How does it look working with someone like you who does commissioning?
Well, we usually work for long-term owners. We've done some work with developers. And it's really depending on what their model is that they need to have. They want to define what it is that they need to be successful. You do that in pre-design so that through the design, well, in pre-design, that sets the foundation really for integrated design if you're going to integrate sustainability as well as the other aspects of business that you want into your building. And then you verify that through the design, the construction, and the operation. You know, the real performance of a building and how sustainable it is how it performs over its lifetime. So really what this is making sure that you get that performance throughout the lifetime of the building. If you stop the commissioning process at the end of construction, I used to say it takes 15 minutes to screw up a building. It only takes 2 clicks by the operator to start overriding controls, to start throwing that building into higher operating costs, increasing the total cost of ownership, while the owner doesn't know it. So we provide a feedback loop to the CFO as well as to the facility manager so that he can manage his resources more efficiently, as well as to the building mechanic who has to make the repairs so that he doesn't have to roll his trucks to figure out what the problem is. We give him the information and the data. We can even tell them if they have a controller failing or whether they have a piece of equipment that's not performing as the manufacturer had intended, or whether it's an operator error that's making the problem. You know, you can have buildings that perform very poorly that people are comfortable in, where you have simultaneous heating and cooling because they don't know that it's going on. And those are just the low-hanging fruit. Now you take into strategies of being able to go into the smart grid aspect, where you're starting to get that information and you want to be able to hone that building's performance based upon what you're paying in your utility cost. We provide that information back, looking through our analysis tools, linear regressions to what is that point that you want to start pulling off the heating and cooling to be able to lower your utility peaks in energy consumption.
So you're you've got an eye out for me all the time. You're my partner, making sure that I'm not overpaying, overspending, and misallocating resources.
Exactly. We're giving you the important information that you need to make good informed decisions and to be able to measure and manage what you need
Now
for
that
your
looks like
resources.
technology that you've installed when I'm building and we're doing, and also a person there checking in on it, or is it all done remotely?
It's actually all done remotely, and we don't design, construct, we don't install. We actually use the infrastructure that's in the building. In the pre-design, we can get it such that you put in the right infrastructure, but depending on what your goals are for your building, so that you can measure and manage your resources most efficiently.
Fascinating. What would you say to someone who's interested in exploring further the commissioning process?
Well, commissioning you need to learn about so that you implement it at the right time. You know, if you're doing a new project, you want to start in pre-design so that you have the entire team on board to be able to get into the process and understand what they have to deliver as part of that as well. In a new building, you do basically the same thing, except you're really looking, you know, as buildings change over time, the needs and the mission in the building changes, and you need to make modifications to the building. So you really need to first understand what the occupants need or what the business is so that they can be more efficient and effective, and then you make that what that goal is, as well as looking at how you can improve the performance of the building from people's perspective as far as occupant satisfaction. Is there something that's impacting their productivity, or whether it's your utility costs or the efficiency of your operational staff, so that you can maximize your profits and the value of your asset.
Very, very interesting stuff. Thanks for explaining it. Thanks for making more people aware of it.
Well, thank you, Jerry.
Oh, my pleasure, Jay. And if people want to see CXGBS here on the floor or online, where can we find you?
Well, you can contact us at our website, which is www.cxgbs.com.
Cool. And are you here on the trade show floor, or are you guys
Yes,
wandering? Whereabouts?
we're actually over here in 518, I think it is,
Fabulous.
the booth. Just
Thank you. Thanks for your commitment
Thank
to
you.
green and smart building for the last 20 years, and we'll look forward to seeing you next year.
thank you very much.
Thanks
sir.
very much, Jay.
Have a good day.